Hello, hello, hello. I guess first things first, can you guys hear me? Let's make sure we are good to go on that front. I show we are live. The dog is making noise. Big surprise. We're on about. This is me. We're on about. I'm lost. But stitch. Stitch, 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 randomly tap the screen, stitch, 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 then randomly tap, do all the things. But guys, am I coming in loud and clear? We've got a nice fun project. I'm actually really excited about this one because it's random and I need a random little brain squirrel moment to be unleashed upon the world, and it involves crochet, which makes it even better. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me make sure that this is coming in loud and clear.
That'll waste time.
That'll waste time. Yeah, don't waste time. Don't waste time. Okay. I need someone to confirm I'm coming in loud and clear. We are going to be working on a flower that I'm going to be attaching to. I just found some random bobby pins that I have in the house already, so hopefully you guys have some. Woo woo! How are you, Cynthia? Welcome, welcome. All right. So, I haven't seen you on this side in a minute. I might have to order more stickers too. Squirrel, 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 squirrel. Welcome to Genetics Creations. If you guys are new here, we have squirrel moments. But I do teach crochet and we do live classes every Tuesday and Thursday, minus a few because of life be lifing. But every week, guys, I'm here. And all of the previous classes are always in the Get Hooked playlist. So you can always check that stuff out for basically free tutorials. We call them granny puns, granny pins. Yeah. Yeah.
Squirrel.
Well, use right? So if you have one or two of these, grab them. If not, you can totally grab them after the video. I'm using scrap yarn. I did originally have some small yarn balls that I was going to use, but then I started looking at the pattern and I freaked out that we'd be playing yarn chicken, and I didn't want to have to worry about that. Not while live. So our first one's going to be done with this. This is some yarn I got from Dollar Tree, so nothing crazy. I think they're premier. They're all of these that you can get. So what's great is if you don't have any yarn, I mean, you can just go get them if you can.
Finally catch one of your lives.
Sonia, hi, welcome in. Fantastic. Oh, that's awesome. I have actually not done dishcloths. I've been meaning to for a long time, but I haven't. This is just the pound of love yarn that we always have. I know we were in between panels on our TikTok lives, and it actually worked out really well because we had just fastened off, so I don't have to worry about anything being attached to it, and we're ready to go. So I'm going to do pink, white, pink. Let's pull up the pattern that I'm working with. Words are hard. The pattern that we are working with. It's going to look like this. We'll see. I mean, I've never done this before, just like all of these Tuesday fun, like, little things. So yeah, this is what we're going to be making, and then I want to attach it to a bobby pin, so when I have my mom bun going on, I can just shove it in there and it looks all cutesy and stuff like that. So yes, Charlie, we are going a little bit feminine. I know how you feel about that sometimes, but let's get you guys a screenshot. Give me a second. Let me make this image a little bit easier for you guys to see when you screenshot it.
Here I have 160,000 stitches to do.
1,000. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright guys, there is your screenshot. This is a diagram that we're going to be working with. I have printed one off, so I will be pulling this up and working with it myself.
Evening, friends.
But again, I've never done this pattern, so we're going to try to go slow and not pull any like weird frogging moments.
Hi.
What's up, Mrs. Duckman? What's up, Luddy? Luddy. I finally figured out how to do mods and stuff like that, so you and I need to talk. But anyway, just know that you might have some stuff coming your way. Let's see. I'm just seeing what this is asking me because I've never done this before. And we're going to start with that because I have no idea. But anyway, alright, cool. So get your screenshots. The screenshot's going away. So take your screenshots. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone forever. Uh-oh. I don't have a hook. Hold on. I am going to just grab a magic hook, and whatever comes out is what I'm using.
Good.
Let's see here. Okay, maybe I'm not going to go this small. I'm looking for a 5 if I have it.
JKS.
I'm going to grab a 5 or a 5.5. Ha! 5. My pretty blue one. Only because I want this, I don't want to make this flower too big. I want it to look really cute when it's attached to a bobby pin in my hair. Fantastic. Ooh, I'm starting to see some of the changes that we did. We're testing some stuff, so this is cool. Okay. Curly, I know. Ew, Charlie, you're such a dork. You're such a dork. Okay, so I'm going to start with pink. Then we're going to go into white. Then we're going to do pink. When you saw the original colors that were pulled up on the screen, they did 3 different colors. I tried to find another color, but then I just wanted to go live. So we're going to do pink, white, pink. And then what I might do is if these turn out really good, of course, you know how it goes. We got to make a lot, and this actually might be something for my upcoming market. So if that works out well, I'm going to start burning through a lot of scrap yarn. So this is a great scrap yarn project. I'm going to be using this diagram. Again, I've never done it before, so I'm going to walk you through when I look at a diagram how I start, where I go, and what I do. Ooh, that was actually really smooth. I didn't plan that. I don't script these lives, in case you guys haven't noticed. Okay, I know we're going to be starting in the middle. If you didn't know, now you know. I'm kidding.
Blue with a shield. Are you a mod now?
Yes, okay, so we are going to be moving some mods around because I know we are growing and I am investing, and I haven't spoken to you yet, Kelsey, either, but there you go. There's going to be some things that are going to be going. We've got to keep pushing. I need this business to run. I need this business to scream. Shayna has always been a mod, but I never converted any of my mods over to mods over here either, so you guys are going to start seeing that all come through. We're pushing. We're pushing. This business it needs to go, because if you guys don't know, I'm starting over my life at 42, and I am determined to make it amazing, and you guys are all going to be along for the journey. We're going to start, like, actually, I might even be tiny home living it. It's going to be crazy, and if I do, I'm going to share all of it with you, because it's going to be really exciting, but I'm trying to get amped up and ready for it. So that's all the things that are coming with genetics. But perfect. Okay, back to the diagram. So if you didn't know, now you know. We're starting in the center. There isn't anything on this pattern. There isn't.
Started.
Yes, I will, Letty. Awesome, Mrs. Dutman. Grab some yarn. I got the power. You guys are such dorks. It doesn't, in this pattern, say where to start. I also know that when you do granny squares, when you do any of these types of patterns, you are starting in the center. So I'm kind of just going off of common knowledge there. But you can also see where all the chains go to join. So that's kind of a clue as to what's going on. But it's not a perfect system, guys. Like I said, these are free patterns. So you're going to kind of have to work with me. But when I come to a pattern, I know a shape like this, it's going to start in the center. So we're going to go there. We've got these little circles are all chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to chain 8.
Raph looks smiling face with sunglasses.
We're going to chain 8 and we're going to join. And we're starting with pink on this one. You're taking a break, Mariah? Dude, I hope this turns out good. I hope I do not disappoint your break. Sonia.
Can't just yet, but I'll be watching and listening.
No worries. I'm just giving you crap. I'm glad you will, though. I think we'll like this. I'm gonna stick it in my hair. All right. So chaining 8. Oh, if you're new and you didn't know how to start, that's just a simple slip knot. I'm gonna go around. I'm going down the back, and I'm pulling it through. Okay. What do they do, like on Big Daddy when he teaches to go around the bunny ears or something like that? Swoop, swoop, pull. That's gonna be like how we teach around here. Swoop, swoop, pull. Chaining 8. To chain, you're just gonna yarn over and pull the yarn through the loop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hopefully you're dancing. Ooh, this flower might be kind of big, so we might want to size down on the hook even more. But if you're still there, go ahead and size down more. I'm going to keep going with this because it just will be easier for you guys to see it. To slip stitch, you're just inserting the hook in the first chain, yarn over, and going through all of that right there. Perfect. Now what? We have a few chains. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it looks like we're going to chain treble. Treble just means that cross going across twice. That means it's a yarn over. So we're going to do 2 yarn overs. So chain 1, treble. Chain 1, treble. And let's count how many, let's just chain the 4 and then we'll do our first treble and then I'll count because I can't multitask. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that counts as your first treble. Now we need a chain 1. So there's your 5th chain. That technically is the chain that's going across in the diagram, like so. Okay, so the diagram is just a map of the stitches. Don't overthink it. It makes it really nice and easy because you don't have to worry. So chaining 4, 1. Here's our chaining 4, 1. So now we're going to treble, chain 1, treble, chain 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 trebles. 14. So here we go. Treble crochet, yarn over twice. Boop. And you're going in. We're going into the ring, not into the individual chain. And those will all spread them. The stitches will spread out themselves as we keep going. Pull up 1. And then you're going to keep pulling up 2 until you only have 1 chain on the hook. Chain 1. And do it again. So yarn over twice. Going in. Pull up 1, 2, 2, 2. Chain 1. Yarn over twice. 1, 2, 2, 2. Chain. Treble. I already lost count, just letting you know.
And 12 rows
chain 1.
Only in white.
That's good. Did you already have the 12 rows done? So I am clearly not counting. What I'm going to do is when I think I get close to 14, you guys already know how I roll, then I'll count it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Holy moly, we're not close. We're not close. So if you run out of space, that's another good reason for these to they're all sliding, in case you can't tell.
Yeah.
These are all sliding stitches on this ring, so you can just keep sliding them over to create space. So we're going to keep doing trebles, followed by chain 1 until we get 14 trebles. It'll actually create a different amount of spaces, but you'll see.
Hi all.
Who is that? Hey there, Moonrose. How are you? All right, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That did not include our chain. So when we slip stitch here, this is what's important. Don't slip stitch to the chain right up here. You want to go 1 chain over because we still want to maintain that chain 1 space. And I'm going to grab both of those loops right there, and you'll notice there's still a chain here. So right here is that other chain. That'll mimic the chain 1 space, and then this one right here will mimic a treble crochet. So we're going to slip stitch right here, yarn over, and pull through all of those loops right there. Alright, now technically this is where we could be switching colors, but I'm going to wait 1 more row to switch colors. Okay, so we just did this row going around right here. Now, what we're going to do, it looks like we are doing a single crochet in the chain 1 space, single crochet on the treble, single on the space, single on the treble. The images, as you can tell, are not lined up very well. I think that's why you have some of, oh wow, that's going to be a very long drop down. I love it when I can see what's coming and I start getting nervous. Okay, it's okay guys, it's okay, we're going to be all good. So it looks like we're single crocheting in every chain 1 space and on every treble crochet. So let's go ahead and hammer that out. We're going to start by chaining 1. Here's our first chain 1 space. Pull up 1, pull up 2. That's a single crochet. Now to make my life easier, I want to know where that first stitch is. So if you have a stitch marker nearby or that bobby pin that you're going to be using, you could always just loop it through right now and use that as a stitch marker. Okay, that is our first stitch. The next one's going to go on top of the stitch right there. Here's our chain 1 space, and here is our stitch right there. So we're going to do that all the way around. The plus sign, I failed to say that, but this plus sign that you guys are seeing right here, that is the symbol for a single crochet. So anytime you see that in a diagram, you know it's a single crochet. And then you're just looking at where it's aiming to, which was the chain 1 space right here, and on top of the stitch right here. And this will be the last row in pink, and then we're going to change to white when we get to the beginning. Now I don't like the fact that we're not increasing. You'll see it's kind of causing that bow, so I'm wondering if that is a design flaw, or is that something that as we trust the process will work itself out.
Watching my Arsenal football match and crocheting.
Your Arsenal football match. This is an interesting combo on that one, Charlie. Crochet while stitching makes sense, but then with Arsenal football. Yeah, I really don't like the fact that this is curling. But again, we've never tried this pattern, so we're giving it a go. I'm hoping that it will correct in the next row. Here we got to do one more in the stitch. And what happens is a lot of times people mistakenly stitch into that chain 1 space from the previous row, or that we used to give us space. That's why I mark our first stitch, because now I know I'm going to slip stitch into where the stitch marker is. Okay, now we are going to fasten off, and I want to switch to my second color. I am really nervous about that curling. It's okay. We're going to play it by ear and see what happens. We'll see. We'll see. And just in case there is any room to pull that tight, I'm going to do that.
I'm just sad I'm nor there.
You're sad you're not there? I'm sorry. You're stitching a custom order. That's freaking amazing. See, I think some of these... Actually, I think we might have boo-booed. I'm looking at these because I don't like how... I'm trying to see if the stitch is supposed to go on top of the stitch. We should have increased, but that's the same number of stitches. It looks like they do 2 in every chain 1 space, but that would technically be the same amount of stitches. We might try a different one with that technique next. Okay, well, let's grab our white, and we're going to do another slip knot. So you're just going over, going in the back side, pulling it through. You're going to tighten it by just pulling that tight. Make the noise. It's fun. Okay. Now, where do we want to take off from?
OMG, she just scored number Rusu.
Okay. Let's see. Where are we? So we're going to chain 1 right here. And our first stitch is going to go on top of that first single crochet. And I'm going to walk you through it because it's going to be difficult for me to bounce back and forth from the image to this when I get going, because some of this, like, we're going to have to keep track. So, single, single, we're going to chain a few, and then this is a quad. I don't remember if it's called like a... Anyways, we're going to yarn over 3 times. So, it's one more than the treble. So we're going to yarn over 3 times, and we're going to do another one of those, and then we're going to reverse it. So that's what's going to start creating this little inner petal right here. Okay, so I'm going to take us through this. If you guys want to reference this down the road, you have the screenshots already, and I can get them for you as we progress again. I'm going to join. I want to make sure I'm joining. That's the slip stitch. Our first stitch is going to go into the one above the chain 1 space. So I'm going to join Not where the slip stitch is. Oh, we can join where the slip stitch is. Let's just join right where that is. And you're just going to yarn over and pull through both. Pull through both. Tighten those, get those out of the way. Chain 1. Excuse me. Alright, step 1. We're going to single crochet into the next 2 stitches. So, 1 single. I'm going to mark that first one just so again I don't accidentally count any of those chains or that the slip stitch or the chains as a stitch down the road. And here is my second single crochet. Now we're going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is accounting for our 2 singles. Chains going up. Now we're going to do the 3 yarn overs into the next stitch. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Into the next stitch. Pull up 1, 2, all the way until you only have 1. We're going to do that one more time into the next stitch. So 3 yarn overs and going in. And now you're going to chain 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then single crochet into the next stitch. I'm going to grab some water. So we just did these little 2 loop-de-doopies. That's the technical term. Our single crochet. So now we're going to go 1, 2, 3 more single crochets and then more loop-de-doopies. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to have all that going around. So now that we've already done our first one, we're going to do 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Loop-de-doopy time, so chain 6. 4, 5, 6. 3 yarn overs. I know it sounds crazy. Going into the next stitch. And then one more time, 3 yarn overs.
Hey, what you making?
Hey there, Craft Junkie. We are making a flower. And we're going to put it to bobby pins, and hopefully it'll look really cute in our hair. That's what we're thinking. That's what we're thinking. If not, use the flowers however you want. Just to make a great bookmark. It would make... Maybe it'll even be good for, like, Becky's blanket patterns that she's working on. I don't know. Chain 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we need our 4 single crochets. So starting in that next stitch. Single. 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 And single. Okay. And you're going to keep doing that all the way around. So chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 3 yarn overs. 1. Do that again with our second. 1. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Nope. I didn't do 3. I only did 2 yarn overs. 1, 2, 3. I think I boo-booed on this one. Nope, we're good. We're good. Chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Single 4 times. 1. Do you hear my dog? 2. She just rolled over because, you know, life is so rough. 3. And 4. Chain 6. 4, 5, 6. 2, 3 yarn overs. Doing 3 more yarn overs into that next stitch. And then you're chaining 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Single crochet 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. We should have enough space for one more petal-y thingy. Yes, it is a petal. There you go. So chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 3 yarn overs. That was 2. There's our third. Going into that next stitch. 3 yarn overs again. Into that stitch. Chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now technically we have one single crochet here. We have one here, so we only want to do 2 remaining. Whoops, sorry, I ventured down. So we have one here where our stitch marker's in. We have one there. So to keep with the consistent 4 in between, we only want to do 2 more. This is why it's kind of nice to understand the patterns and what happens, so you can, like, I was trying really hard not to grab that pink strand. Alright, so 1, don't grab those other strands, 2, and then we're going to slip stitch, but don't slip stitch into here. You'll create an extra space, if you will. Grab the one that your stitch marker is marking. This is why, even though I am a decent crocheter and I can usually see these things, I still will just save myself the brain and mark that first stitch when I do the row. Okay, so that did flatten out a little bit. Good. It's actually making that spiral, which maybe that's what that was designed to do. This is why you trust the pattern, Jen. Hey there! Oh, no! Message was retracted. I missed what was said. But what's up, Maria? You let me know. Alright, so now we're going to do... Your doesn't look right? It doesn't look kind of like this? I mean, if you think about it, mine doesn't look like it really looks right either. It looks kind of wonky right now. I think it's the next row that's going to start really bringing it together. I'm going to back this up just in case it's getting blurry, because sometimes when my camera's too close, it does. Alright. We are going to... We just finished here. We slip stitched. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to chain 1. I know this comes in blurry, so when you reference the image, reference the one you guys took screenshots of at the beginning. But we're going to chain 1 again, and we're starting with a single crochet into that first stitch. Then it looks like we're doing another single crochet on top of this one, and then we've got half double, double, and a bunch of doubles, and then we go up to trebles, and then a triple yarn over one, which we're calling a quad. We're going to call that a quad.
No.
So this is going to get kind of confusing,
right now.
but we're going to do it. Now what's weird is I don't know what that symbol means, so we're going to leave it alone, because I don't see anything on there. I think that's just the space that it'll get created. Either that or that's a chain. It's probably a chain, so we're going to chain 1 there. Why did they do that shape? We're going to chain 1 there. So I'm going to count these out when we start stitching, but let's go ahead and chain 1 and do a single. You have 5 petals, I only have 4. Oh goodness. That... Either A, you didn't have enough down here, or somewhere in here there's not 4 stitches. I would look first at the 4 stitches. If that's all consistent, then you might want to look and see how many you have here.
Photos are gonna be limited because it's so big.
Yeah, it might. Alright, chain 1. In the next 2 stitches, so I'm going to go in this first one right here, we're going to be doing a single crochet. So 1, and you guessed it, we're going to mark that one, because it is our first stitch in this row. And here's our second one, 2. So, now we're going to do a half double followed by 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets. And this is all going into this chain 6 space. So half double is just, I'm sorry, some people don't know what a half double is. Yarn over, going into there, you're going to pull up 1 loop, and then this is where you're pulling through all 3. Now we're going to do a double crochet 4 times. So we're going to start the same way, yarn over, going in there, pulling up 1, pulling up 2, pulling up 2. You're taking this is a shorter stitch, the single, the half double is the next tallest. Now you're moving up in tallness of your stitches. So do 3 more double crochets. Pulling up 1, 2, 2, yarn over, 1, 2, 2, yarn over, 1, 2, 2. I'm obviously speaking in US terminology, so keep that in mind if there's any inconsistencies. A lot of that has to do with it. Half. We did our 4 doubles. Now we got 1, 2, 3, 4 trebles. followed by our quad. So let's do 4 trebles. Trebles is yarn over twice. 1, 2. And you're just doing the exact same thing you would do in a double. Is keep pulling up 2 until you have 1 left. 1, 2. That's 2 stitches. Here's our third. Here's our fourth. Now we're doing that quad. So 1, 2, 3. Now, is this supposed to go on top of the stitch? This is supposed to go on top of the previous quad. That's going to help structure our stitch. We're going to treat this as a chain 1. So we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to work the reverse. So 1, 2, 3 yarn overs, going on top of this into that stitch, and you're going to pull up 1 and then keep pulling up 2 again until you have 1 loop left on your hook. Don't give up, Mariah. Just watch the replay. Watch the replay, because that way you can back it up and go. And I know I go a little bit fast sometimes, so you can always back it up and go at your pace. I guarantee you, you just probably made a small boo-boo, and with these, sometimes when you make small boo-boos, it like becomes a big boo-boo later. Big boo. That was a mouthful. 1, 2, 3. We're going on top of this stitch now with our quad. Perfect. Now we're going to do 4 trebles. So that's 2 yarn overs. 1, 2, 3, and here's our fourth. Now we need 4 double crochets, so that's 1 yarn over. I know it sounds weird. That's probably why the UK terms technically make more sense. I'll say it. So 1 yarn over for a 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we've got our half double, so you're still doing a yarn over. You're going to start like a double, but here's where you're just going to finish it instead of a full double. And I believe I know what's coming next, but just let's reference until we get fully into the repeat. Single, 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 single. Yes, so we're going to do the singles all the way across the 4. And then we're going to keep doing the petal all the way around.
Ojan, do our clocks go back, or is KT just us?
It might be just you, because we did ours a little while ago, I think, like 2 weekends ago. So right in that first single crochet, we should be doing 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now your petal should look like that. And we're going to keep doing that all the way around. Don't worry, I won't ditch you. And then we've got 2 more rows after this in pink. This is going to be incredibly huge. So I will say this again. This is probably too big for what we originally planned, but it is turning out really, really pretty. So if we size down to a 4mm hook, maybe even a 3, you'll have more what we were originally thinking of. But that's what happens when we test things for the first time. So
Hey,
here we're going.
Let's keep it to the class right now and talk on TT.
Here we're going half double. So yarn over, pull through 1.
So an extra hour difference.
And go all 3. Now we're going to do 4 double crochets. So yarn over, pull up 1, 2, 2. That was 1. Here's our second, third, and fourth. Now we're doing 4 trebles. That's 2 yarn overs. 1, boop, 2,
Sorry, Kelsey.
3, and 4.
Make sure we are staying on topic. Smiley face.
Smiley
so others
face.
can focus that are stitching.
Smiley face. This is our quad going on top of this quad. So 3 yarn overs. 1 here. And then 1 on, chain 1. And then 1 on top of the next stitch. So 3 yarn overs.
My thing is, if I can't make it, I give up.
You can't give up though, Mariah. That's the thing. You never can. You think Michael Jordan made his first shot, Mariah? I'll be the one to say it. Alright. Now we're reversing it. So 4 treble crochets. That's the 2 yarn overs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we got 4 doubles, so that's 1 yarn over. 1, 2, 3,
Mariah, please don't give up.
4. Yeah, don't give up. Here's our half double. Yarn over, pull up 1, pull up through all 3.
Hi, Jen. Hi, everyone.
Hey there, Sharon.
From Belgium, waving hand sign.
4 single crochets going across. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. This flower is going to turn out way huger. Yes, that's a word. Than I anticipated. So now I don't know what to use it for. You could turn this into like a huge like scarf by joining them together. I originally wanted it to go in my hair. Okay. Half goes first, and then 4 doubles. 1, 2. Bye, Moonrose. 3, 4. And now we've got 4 trebles, so 2 yarn overs. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here's that quad, 3 yarn overs. 1 here. Then you're going to chain, 3. Next one, quad. I forget what that stitch is actually called. I've seen it somewhere.
The flower you're making could go over the bun like a bun cover.
Oh, it could. Oh, that would look really pretty. Here's our treble. 1. Is it like a quattro? Does anyone know what that stitch is called? 2, 3, 4. Now we're doing 4 doubles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here's our half double. Pull through all 3. 4 single crochets. 1, 2,
Double treble, I
3,
think.
4. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Why would they pick that? Why would they pick that? That is like the most confusing thing ever, Mrs. Detman. We need to go back and redo some of this crochet language. That's actually really cool. Okay, keep going. This would make a really cool like blanket or shawl if you stitch like a ton of these together.
I'm currently doing it on a hair tie, Mama C.
Heck yes!
We'll share in cord.
Half double crochet on this one. And now our 4 doubles. 1, 2,
Who knows, LOL.
3, and 4. Followed by 4 trebles. So that's your 2 yarn overs. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And here's our, I'm calling it a quad because I don't like the idea of a double treble. And I will like, if anyone can find a different name for it, you guys get the gold star. Chain 1. Do your 3 yarn overs again for that next stitch. Oh, bless you, dog. The dog sneezed. Oh my gosh, the dog's sneezing like crazy. She's still going. Alright, 4, are you okay? Alright, 4 treble crochets. 4 trebles, so that's your 2 yarn overs. Becky! Becky! I don't know if this would work for your blanket. It totally isn't working for what I thought. 2 yarn overs. I made it too big.
Hi, Becky.
I made it too big, but that's okay. It's still really cool. And if you did it again in like a smaller hook.
My blanket.
You went back to your blanket. Oh, Mariah, I hope you'll try it on replay. 4 double crochets after that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And then we need our half double. Boop.
Welcome, Becky.
And then single, 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 single. And Becky's another one that is already a mod, but I never did it here, so I'm taking care of that too. We're multitasking. Alright, single, 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 and single. Alright, we're on that last pedal. Oh my god, I thought I had some boo-boo, and I'm like, I'm not going back. I'm not doing it. Here's our half. Okay, let me split the yarn a few times. Here's our half. Oh my gosh. Okay, now our 4 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 trebles. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I'm calling it a quad because again, I don't like the idea of calling it a double treble. That's confusing. 3 yarn overs. 1, chain 1, 3 yarn overs for that nice tall stitch right there that I'm not naming. 2 yarn overs 4 times, so 4 trebles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we've got 4 doubles, so 1 yarn over. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Half double goes here, and take a look. We've got 2 single crochets right here already, so we only want to do 2 more going across. I'm going to put 1 here, 1 here, 2, and why is there an extra space? Because that's where we slip stitched. So do not treat it as a space. Go where your stitch marker is, and we're going to pull through. Now we are going to fasten off because we are switching back over to pink for the final 2 rows. This turned out so huge, but it's still, the pattern works and it's really cute. I'm just going to kind of, this is blocking, this is the technical blocking, it's blocking with your fingers, but stretch it out just a little bit just so I can see it take shape. Okay, now we're going to throw pink back on our hook. I have my cut side, we're wrapping around the fingers, going down the back, pulling it through. Insert your hook, pulling it tight. That needs to be remixed, Shayna. We need to turn that into some kind of a song or whatever. Okay, I'm going to pull the yarn right here because technically this doesn't account for color changes. And again, if you guys have the screenshot, reference that. It's going to be way clearer than anything I can get on camera right now. We're going to chain 1, and we're going to start doing single crochets going across. And it looks like we're going to do it starting on the half double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we go to the first one, and then we're going to do half doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 of those are in this section. So, okay, 6 singles, 4 half doubles, and then I'll walk you through the corner. So, we're going to slip stitch to where we were already joined, right here, slip stitch, and that's just to join the pink. Yarn over and pull through it all. I'm going to go ahead and get these out of the way by just kind of pulling it over there. And then we're going to chain 1, boop, and you're going to single crochet. 1, 2, and for some reason I already forgot what I was supposed to be doing. Hold on. I don't want a single crochet there. Back up. We're going back to the join. I want a single crochet into the half double. Pay attention, Jen. You just said it. Okay, so we slip stitched, right? Why would they have me slip stitch there? Because we're going to be skipping all that. So just, we're going to be aware. Something I don't like. I actually think it would make it smarter. There's a flaw in the pattern. We're going to actually slip stitch to the half double on the other side. Because otherwise it's going to draw this down. And that's not something that you want to stay consistent. So I found a flaw in the pattern. It's cool. I'll walk you guys through it. So let's go ahead and undo that. and get your slip knot back the way we were. Good news is you're going to be really good at that. The first place we want to join on this is going to be above the half double crochet. So the last stitch in that segment right there. And you're going to join right there. Technically, you could also join over here, but I just want to do that to keep it consistent. So now we're going to find our half double crochet over here, and that is our first single crochet. I'm going to mark it just to stay consistent, but I'm pretty sure that one's going to be one of the few ones I'm not going to lose sight of. Alright, so we did our single crochet, and we said we were going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're doing 4 half doubles. That should take us to our chain 1 space over here. So we've done 1, here's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And this is where we're going to switch to 4 half doubles. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up 1, and then you're pulling through all 3. This happens to be one of my favorite stitches. I use it a lot. It can create a lot of really good texture. So do that 3 more times. There's our second, our third, and our fourth. You should be at the chain 1 space, which we are. So what are we doing in the chain 1 space? 2 half doubles, chain 2, 2 half doubles. Let's go. Here's our chain 1 space, 2 half doubles, 1, 2, we're going to chain 2 and do 2 more half double crochets. All of this is going in that same, come on, in that same space, half doubles. And now we're going to reverse it. So 4 half doubles, 6 single crochets. And sometimes it's hard to know where that first stitch is, so you do want to pull back because you are working to the right loops right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're, single crochet 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you should be on the last stitch right there with our, 6th single crochet. And that's what you should have. And then we're jumping immediately over, so there's no transition. You're just going to jump immediately over to the next segment. This is going to be a long drop down double crochet. You guys are going to see that. That's going to be fun. That's our last final row. So we're going over here, and we're going 6 single crochets. So 1, that should bring it in, cinch that in. That should be happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Technically, this could make some cute like coasters or even like plant bases. Alright, 4 half doubles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're in that chain 1 space. 2, 2, 2. So 2 half double crochets, chain 2, 2 more half double crochets. Alright, reversing it, flip it and reverse it, 4 half double crochets followed by 6 single crochets. There's our 4, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is looking good. I actually want to make a shawl or something out of this. Alright, jumping across, 6 more singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 4 half doubles. So start doing your yarn over. 3 and 4. And now we're in the chain 1 space with 2, 2, 2. 2 half doubles, chain 2, 2 more half doubles.
You can put a small frame on the back near the pink part on the back and make it into a large granny square.
2. You could. 3, 4. I'm really wondering though if you were to connect a lot of them at the petals with that, or like the tips of the petal, because I've seen some shawls done with octagons like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here's our 6th. Jumping over to the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 4 half doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're in that chain 1 space, so do your 2, 2, 2. 2 half double crochets, chain 2, 2 half double crochets. And now do your 4.
Great idea.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We got one more petal, and then one more row. I just like seeing it take shape. Oh my goodness, that looks so cool. Looks so cool. Alright, last petal. Jump over. Single crochet 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now 4 half doubles. 1, 2, 3,
That's
4.
looking really cool.
I think so. Thanks. I hope so. Kind of want to see what this next row does because it has that weird long drop down stitch. So in this chain 1 space, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, followed by chain 2 and 2 more half doubles. 1, 2, and then here comes 6 more, or I'm sorry, 4 half doubles. 2, 3, 4, and now 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's where we joined our yarn, so 6. And we are going to do one more row, sticking with the same color. So go ahead and slip stitch to where your stitch marker is. Alright. And slip stitch. Alright, last and final row. Let's see how this goes. We're going to chain 1. We're going to single crochet. It looks like we're starting in the 2nd stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Followed by 2, 1, 2, 3 half doubles. And then in the corner we're doing the 2, 1, 2 again. These are actually not half doubles. Those are double crochets. When it's at the top like a T, that's a half double. The yarn over symbol is underneath. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 singles, followed by 3 double crochets. Okay, I've got it down. I've got it down. So now we're going to chain 1. We can move this. We are not going into the first single crochet. We're going into the 2nd one. So just a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. That lines up. So 1, mark that first one. It'll make your life easier. 2, 3, 4. Ooh, hold on. Back up, Jen. Back up. Back up. Go back to where you slip stitched. I just noticed we forgot to do our dramatic drop down. So right here, this is a double crochet, and it needs to go all the way down to the very first row. So we're going to yarn over and do a dramatic drop down right there. So I'll walk you through that. Let me get this out of the way so you can see everything you need to see. So how that works is you're going to yarn over and you're going into this space down here. You're going to pull that up. So it's like a double crochet that you're pulling up just a lot. Look, you can stretch it out. That's a-okay because you don't want to totally cinch it down. I mean, you can, but I don't think it's done. How far do they pull it down? Yeah, they're not going crazy. They're not going crazy. So just where it kind of naturally comes up. And then you're going to finish the double crochet. So pull up 2, pull up 2. That is what that is. So I'll demonstrate that one more time. We've done our slip stitch. You can chain 1 to give us space. Yarn over. We're going down to this chain 1 space. Pull up that 1 stitch. That is just a giant loop. Pull up 2, pull up 2. We're going to mark it because that is our first stitch. And that will help us when we get to the end of this row. Now we're going to skip that first single crochet and go into here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're doing 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. I think I might have gone in the wrong loop there. But we can mess with it. 1. There's double. 2. And 3. Now we're doing 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. So 1, 2, chain 1, 1, and 2. And now we're going to reverse it. So 3 double crochets, start to the right of that first stitch. 1, 2, 3, and then what was it? 8 singles, 8 singles. Double checking, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Here's where we are doing that long dramatic drop down. Dude, that looks so awesome. Oh, that looks so awesome. I'm gonna have to try this with some other colors and a smaller hook. Alright, yarn over and we're dropping down to this section right here. So, and then reach back up, you're pulling up. It's a double crochet, it's just gone really far down there. There you go. Pull that up, you can stretch it out. Pull through 2, pull through 2. We're skipping that first one and we're going into that second one with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Perfect. Now we've got 3 double crochets. 1, 2, yeah, we're in the right spot now. 3. Okay. In the corner, 2 double crochets. 2, 1, 2. So 1 chain in between. Here's our chain. And 2 more double crochets. And just like before, we're going to keep doing this all the way around. So 3 double crochets. You want to grab that spot right there. 1, 2, and 3. And and then 8 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, here's that dramatic drop down. Yarn over all the way down here. And stretch that out. And those 2 loops and those 2 loops. Perfect. Skipping there, we're going right into here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoops. I totally grabbed the wrong loops. 6, 7, and 8. Alright, we're going to keep doing this all the way around, but if you guys have any questions or anything, let me know. Mariah, I do hope you'll give this another try. Here's our 3 double crochets. 2 and 3. We're in that center, so we're doing 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, and 2 more double crochets. Here's our first of the 3 going down the side. 1, 2, 3, 8 singles. Come on. Oh, my single ladies. Put your hands up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Grab a drink of water. Oh my gosh. I need to do something with these. Those are too fun. Here's our dramatic drop down. Yarn over, going down to this section right here. Stretching that stitch out to finish your double crochet. Skip, and here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. 2, 1, 2 in the spot in that chain 2 space. Excuse me. 2 double crochets. Chain 1, 2 double crochets. Doing 3 going down the side.
Looks like a giant starfish. It's pretty.
2, 3. Kind of could pass for a starfish, couldn't it? And 8 singles. 1. Oh my goodness. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let me drop all the stitches. There's 7. 8. Last petal. Yarn over, going all the way down, stretching it up. Finish that double crochet, skip that section, and we're going into that next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 doubles. 1, 2, and 3. 2 double crochets into that chain 2 space. Chain 1, 2 more into the same space. And 3 going down the side. 1, 2, and 3. And then 8 singles. Guess what, guys? This is it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're going to slip stitch to that big dramatic stitch right there, and then you can fasten off. Hold on, let me grab the right loops. Grab the right loops. So slip stitch, fasten off. I always chain one more, pull it out, cut. We can ditch this. And this is where if you are into blocking and you are using this for, like, you know, apparel, like I said, or you could turn it into a shawl or something like that, you will want to block this. I would steam it. I love steaming when I block. But the only thing left is to now weave in all those ends, and you've got this. This is way too big to put into my hair. I need to make a smaller one, because this is totally not gonna, I mean, like, that looks really cool and everything, but we definitely need to try another one with a smaller hook and see how that goes. So I'm probably going to take this into our TikTok live. We are going to take a quick break and then jump over onto the other platform. I might take this on there and try one more, but with a significantly smaller hook, and see where it goes. So if you guys end up making it, let me know. Tag me in the things. Again, if you guys want that image, here's the diagram. Feel free to take another screenshot. This will be available for replay, just like all of my other tutorials are. So if you're not already subscribed and doing all the things, we go live every Tuesday and Thursday. So this coming Thursday, we are going to start working on a scarf where I'm doing a multitude of stitches. Let me grab the one that I am mimicking. So I love this. We're gonna dub this the ADHD scarf, because what I love is that almost every row is a different stitch. And if you guys want, you could definitely use up some scrap yarn if you have 2 or 3 colors that you can blend together, because we're going to be going back and forth between the colors. And really, there's no rules. I'm going to walk you through all the stitches that I did in this one. But you guys can definitely, if like you hate one of the stitches, you're like, I'm just going to ditch that one and repeat a different row. That's what's great about it. But again, every row is different. So for those of us who hate committing to something, we are going to call this the ADHD blanket or scarf, the ADHD scarf. This one's perfect. This one's perfect for that. So we're going to start that one Thursday. And again, you guys, I have a ton of free tutorials. If you go into the Get Hooked playlist, you'll see everything we have taught thus far. And if you guys have any questions along the way, use that chat, use the comments. I do reply to everything. So I think that's it for now. So let's take a quick break. I will see you guys over on TikTok, and we'll make another one of these. I want to try another one. All right, guys. Don't forget the link to the cord if you're new here. It is a free Discord that is pinned in the chat. Feel free to join. It's where we just kind of do the extensions of these lives and bounce around a ton of ideas. You also have a ton of free patterns in there and just a lot of inspiration. Otherwise, I will see you guys on the next live on Thursday. All right, guys. Hugs and kisses.